00139. Mr. Bloodworth, anything before we invite the jury in?
Your Honor, just to let the court to know that we will move to admit and publish the 911 call before calling the next witness.
No objection.
Okay. Ms. Nestor, anything before we invite the jury in?
No, sir.
If you would invite the jury in, please. Let's see, Scott. Please have a seat as you come in. Thank you. All right, please have a seat. Mr. Bloodworth.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, the state moves to admit and publish State's Exhibit 2-40D, the 911 call.
Any objection, counsel?
No objection.
Okay. Scott, let's give this a try.
911, what's the address of the emergency?
My husband's not breathing. He's cold.
Okay, what's the address?
282 Willow Court.
282 Willow Court?
Uh-huh.
Okay, what's the good phone number in case we get disconnected?
435 671 1987.
Okay, it's going to be in Francis?
Uh-huh.
Okay, tell me exactly what happened.
I don't know. I just came in. I was sleeping with my kids.
Okay, I can't understand you. I need you to take a deep breath. What's going on?
I don't know. I was sleeping in with my kids. I just came in our bed, and I turned over, and he's just cold. He's just cold.
Who's cold?
My husband. I turned the light on.
He's not breathing? He's not breathing?
No.
I need you to confirm it for me. Is he not breathing?
No.
Okay, can you do CPR?
No. I don't know how.
You don't know. I'm going to tell you how to. Are you willing to do CPR?
Yeah.
Okay. If there's a defibrillator available, send someone to get it now and tell me when you have it.
No, there's
You don't have one
not.
available? Okay. I'm sending the paramedics to help you now. Stay on the line and I'll tell you exactly what to do next, okay? Okay, are you right by your husband right now?
Yes, he's so pale. His mouth is
Okay.
open.
Okay, listen carefully. Are you able to lay him on the floor or the ground on the ground?
I'm just shaking. I can't touch him. I can't.
You can do it. You can do it. You need to calm down,
He's
okay?
just yellow.
We need to help
Yellow
them.
and white.
I can guide you through CPR. Take a deep breath for me. I'm here with you.
He doesn't have a pulse.
He doesn't have a pulse.
No. There's no pulse.
Okay, I'm here with you.
I didn't hear anything. I was just in here.
I'm here with you. We need to get him help.
I know.
If you need to put me on speaker, put me on speaker. I'm gonna guide you through CPR, okay?
Okay.
Tell me when you've done that.
Okay, I'm ready.
You ready? Okay, he's on the floor.
He's on the bed.
Okay, are you able by any chance to move him on the floor?
Let me check. There's spots on it. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening.
I'm here with you. You're not able to move him to the floor?
Go out. Don't come in here. Don't come in here. Oh my God, my sister.
You're not able to move him to the floor? Just listen carefully. We just need to get him on the floor. Don't worry about hurting them.
No, he's just too heavy.
Is he still on the bed?
Yes.
Okay, if there's a sheet or a blanket under them, can you loosen it from the mattress?
Yes.
Okay, stand at the side of the bed closest to them and remove anything under their head.
Okay.
Okay? I need you to pull the sheets towards you and slide them off the bed. Don't worry about him falling. We just need to help him now.
Okay.
Tell me when he's on the floor.
I can't move it. It's just dead weight. Like it's just...
You're not. If he has sheets under, pull them to the floor. Don't worry about hurting him.
Yeah, can you please send somebody?
Okay, I have the ambulance that's on the way. Okay, there's another way to do this, okay? Grab their feet. Grab his feet.
Okay.
Slide them towards you until they're just off the bed.
Okay.
How old is your husband?
39.
39?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, were you able to put his feet off the bed?
I'm pulling.
Okay, now grab the arm closest to you and pull the rest of the way off the bed. Again, don't worry about the fall. We just need to help them now. I have the ambulance on the way. I just need you to do this, okay, so we can get the help for him.
Okay.
Once they arrive, they'll take over. We just need to start CPR now. You are doing great, okay? I just need you to get him on the floor.
Okay, he's on the floor.
You got him on the floor?
Yeah.
Okay, listen carefully, okay? Make sure that there's nothing under his head. Is he laying flat on his back?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, just listen carefully and I'll tell you how to do chest compressions, okay?
Okay.
Place the heel of your hand on the breastbone. This is in the center of the chest, right between the nipples.
Okay.
Put your other hand on top of that hand.
Okay.
Okay? Start pumping the chest hard and fast at least twice per second and 2 inches deep.
Okay.
Okay, start counting out loud so I can count with you, okay? We're gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? Let me know when you're ready.
1,
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Count out loud so I can hear you. I'm counting with you. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. If it's easier for you, am I on speaker?
yes.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you know if the front door is open?
No, it's locked.
It's not. Are you? I need you to go. Is there anybody else within the home, or is it just you?
It's all my kids.
Okay. Are one of them old enough to go unlock the door?
Yeah, it's unlocked.
It's unlocked now.
Yeah, he's here. He's there.
Okay. You need to keep doing CPR.
He's in here.
Okay.
Do I keep you on the phone?
Yes. Keep me on the phone. Go unlock the door and come back to doing CPR.
No, he's here. He's here.
Okay.
He's in my
Firefighter Monaco is on scene. I'm beginning CPR, chest compression.
Okay. Is the ambulance there with you?
Yes.
Not yet. Ambulance is en route.
Oh. Okay. Are we doing CPR still?
Yes, he's doing CPR. He's doing CPR right now.
Okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
What kind of vehicle do you have outside?
Me? I don't have a vehicle outside.
White Toyota 4Runner.
Okay. Did a paramedic take over?
The paramedics haven't arrived yet. We're in the back. We're in the back bedroom.
Ma'am, who's there with you? Can you hear me?
Okay, okay. When did you left? See him talking to the phone. I'm sorry, what?
No.
Mr. Bloodworth.
Your Honor, the state calls Detective Jamie Woody.
Detective, if you'd step in front of Brittany, we'll get you sworn in.
Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give in the matter before the court to be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, subject to the pains and penalties of perjury? Thank you. Have a seat.
Ma'am, what is your name?
Jamie Woody?
You spell the last name W-O-O-D-Y.
Yes.
What do you currently do for a living?
I am a deputy at Summit County Sheriff's Office.
Were you a deputy with the sheriff's office in March 2022?
Yes.
What was your job then?
I was a detective.
What is your job now?
I'm a canine officer.
In March of 2022, were you assigned as the lead detective in connection with Eric Richins' death?
I was.
Prior to this case, were you ever lead investigator on a death investigation?
Yes.
Had you assisted in death investigations?
Yes.
What was your prior experience with death investigations?
We would show up and see if they were basically attended or unattended, expected or not expected.
About how many death investigations did you participate in?
A handful.
Prior to this case, did you have any experience with poisoning investigations?
No.
Did you have any experience with digital forensics?
No.
Did you have any experience with forensic accounting?
No.
Prior to this case, what was the biggest case you had investigated as a lead investigator?
Rape case.
Were most of your assignments prior to this case sexual assault and special victims cases?
Yes, they were.
Were you called to Eric Richins' home in the early morning of March the 4th, 2022?
Yes.
Why?
To do a death investigation.
How is it that you caught that call?
I was just the on-call detective.
And is that just random, essentially?
Yes, it is.
When you arrive at a death scene, I think you just mentioned this, are you first trying to determine whether the death was medical or potentially suspicious?
Yes.
In this case, was the death scene the bedroom where Eric Richins' body was?
Yes.
When you arrived at the Richins' home, what did you first encounter?
I ran into his sister at the bottom of the driveway. I spoke to her briefly. I went in and spoke to the initial officer that was on scene, and I did interview some of the witnesses there.
When you met with his sister in the driveway, do you remember which sister?
Amy.
Did what she told you inform you how you approached what you did once you entered the house?
Yes.
What did she inform you?
Your Honor, can we approach?
Of course. Please have a seat. We're still on the record. Excuse me. Detective, you're still under oath. That chair sucks. I apologize. Mr.
I'll
Blood.
just ask the question.
Yeah, ask your next series of questions. Let's see where we go.
When Amy met you in the driveway, did she say anything that informed your investigation?
Yes.
What did she say?
She told me that Eric had said to her that he thought Kouri was going to kill him.
Then did you go into the house?
Yes, I did.
Ms. Nestor, were there any questions about anything else that Amy said to her that you'd want to ask?
Yes, Your Honor. Let me pull up her report really quickly. Sorry, Your Honor, just one moment.
No problem.
I got it. Just one second. Okay. Let me bring this up so I get it exactly right. All right, so I want to make sure, because it appears from your report there were 2 conversations with Amy, so I would like to make sure we're talking about the same one. When you first arrived and you saw Amy in the driveway, you're saying that is when she told you that Eric said that Kouri was going to kill him?
Yes, they said, she said it during both conversations.
Okay, so in your report, when you reported what happened, you said Amy said she thought I should know that Eric and his wife Kouri were having problems and that Kouri had threatened him.
Yes. Threatened to kill him. Yes.
Okay, that's different than what you just said. So that's what you were referring to?
Yes.
All right. Then you walked in the home and then you came back out and had another conversation with Amy and her other sister, right?
Yes.
All right. And can you explain, just because we're going to get into this in a minute, what they told you on that second conversation?
I'm trying to remember. They said they had been fighting a lot and that Kouri was erratic when she was drinking and that Eric had told them that she had threatened to kill him.
And did Amy tell you that Kouri found out recently she wasn't the beneficiary anymore and that because of that she threatened to kill Eric?
She told me that at some point, but I can't remember when.
Okay. So she told you that Kouri had found out he had basically made her not a beneficiary?
At some point, yeah.
Before he died?
She said that at some point, but I don't remember when she told me that.
Okay. Do you remember when you had that first conversation with Amy, any specifics about when that statement was made to his family, under what circumstances, or any details about the statement?
No.
And that's before you even walked in the house, right?
Yes.
Did you ever do any investigation to verify that?
Yes, afterwards.
I'm sorry, verify what?
I don't know what that is. My apologies.
Sorry, that statement had been made by Eric?
We did an investigation, but that specific statement, I could only ask her what he'd said.
So it was just her word? You didn't corroborate with anybody else?
Not that I can recall.
Okay. And what about that statement changed the way you behaved when you went into the house? Because I think that's the question he was asking you.
It just made us look at it with a more critical eye.
Okay. All right. I think that's all I need from her.
Would you approach for a moment
Yes.
just to make sure I have the same understanding you do?
Brittany, can I switch out? This one's dead.
It's getting red. It's burning. Have a seat. Thank you. Have a seat. Thank you. All right, we're on the record. The jury is present. Detective, you're still under oath. Mr. Bloodworth, please proceed.
So, ma'am, when you arrived at the house, Amy Richins met you in the driveway.
Yes.
Did what she told you suggest that Kouri Richins may have been involved in Eric's death?
Yes.
After you spoke with Amy in the driveway, what did you do next?
I went into the home and I spoke with the initial investigator and kind of took a look at the scene, and then I interviewed people present.
And was that person that you referred to as the initial investigator, was that Vinny Wynn?
Yes.
He was the patrol officer that was filling out the death checklist form?
Yes.
Did he update you on what information he had down on his form?
Yes.
Did you also speak with Officer or Deputy David Pimentel?
I don't remember.
Did you speak with Kouri Richins?
Yes.
What did Kouri Richins say about what happened the night of Eric's death?
She said that they were celebrating something and that they had a shot of alcohol, and around 9 o'clock they went to bed. At around 9:30, one of her kids woke her up with a nightmare, so she went down to their bedroom and stayed there for a while until about 3 o'clock, and then she came back to her own bedroom. She said when she got there, Eric was in the same position. He was really ghost white. He was cold, and when she nudged him or moved him, he was heavy. He didn't appear to be breathing, so she called 911.
Did Kouri Richins say anything about Eric Richins' health or using medication?
Yes. She said that he was a very healthy guy. He ran marathons. She said that he had been complaining of chest pains that night, but he had had COVID twice, and that he currently had Lyme disease, but he didn't like taking anything for it. He had pain pills prescribed, but he didn't take them. He took vitamins instead.
Did Kouri Richins say anything about Eric using street drugs?
No.
Did anyone at the scene inform you whether they thought Eric Richins may have died of an aneurysm?
Yes.
Do you recall who?
One of the medical paramedics or one of those guys.
When you looked around the death scene, did you see any evidence of illicit drug use?
No.
Did you see any evidence of drug paraphernalia?
No.
Did you look at the trash cans at the death scene in the bedroom and surrounding the bedroom?
Yes, I did.
Did you find anything in those trash cans?
No, they were empty.
Did you ask Kouri Richins about why they were empty?
Yes.
What did she say?
She said her housekeeper had emptied them.
Did you ask her housekeeper's name?
I did.
How did she respond?
She said she couldn't remember her name.
What, as you understand it, are the laws for searching a home when investigating a death scene?
You can search the immediate area and look for anything that might explain what had happened. Anything more than that, you need either a warrant or some probable cause.
And here, that immediate death scene was the bedroom.
Yes.
With the information you had at the time, what Kouri Richins had told you, no drug paraphernalia, no signs of illicit drugs, possible aneurysm, did you believe you had probable cause to apply for a warrant to search the entire home?
Your Honor, objection calls for a legal conclusion.
Overruled.
No, I did not.
And you asked for consent to search beyond the immediate death scene.
Yes.
Did you ask for consent to search beyond the immediate death scene?
I did. We asked if we could search the kitchen garbage.
And why did you ask to search the kitchen garbage?
That's where he had been for the last part of the night, and garbages are usually a good place to see if there's any evidence of any kind of illicit drugs or anything like that.
Did someone else search that garbage?
Yes.
Did they find any evidence of illicit drugs?
No.
Beyond the garbage in the kitchen, did you ask for consent to search the rest of the home?
No.
Why not?
At that point, there wasn't anything that said it was a crime. I didn't know what I'd be looking for, and I wanted to be mindful of a family that was grieving.
Let me, in a hypothetical, contrast the death scene that night with a fictional one. If you arrive at a death scene at a home and the cause of death is obviously a gunshot wound, but there is no gun near the body, would you apply for a warrant to search that home?
Yes, I would.
In the 2 weeks following Eric's death, did you gather Eric Richins' health records?
I did.
Why?
I wanted to see if there was a reason or a medical reason for his death.
And who provided you his health records?
His sister, Katie.
Did you then provide those health records or information from that health record to the medical examiner?
I did.
In the 2 weeks after Eric's death, did you also gather Eric's will, trust, and power of attorney papers from Katie Richins Benson?
Yes.
Did you also did you also speak with Crystal Bowman Carter, Eric's attorney, who prepared those documents?
I did.
In those 2 weeks, did you speak with Christina Miller, Eric Richins' divorce attorney?
Yes.
Is the next big event in your investigation when you received preliminary toxicology results?
Yes.
Was that on April the 8th, 2022?
Yes, it was.
What information did those results provide?
That he had died from a massive fentanyl overdose.
Did that preliminary toxicology result alter the trajectory of your investigation?
Yes.
Based on that toxicology result, did you then get warrants to search the Richins' home, vehicle, and Kouri Richins' person for illicit drugs, digital devices?
Yes, I did.
Did you execute that warrant on April the 13th, 2023?
Yes.
When you executed that warrant, did you April 13th, 2022?
Yes.
Okay. When you executed that warrant, did you inform Kouri Richins that the preliminary toxicology results showed that Eric Richins died of fentanyl intoxication?
Yes.
Did detectives search the house that day?
They did.
Did the detectives search Kouri Richins' automobiles that day?
Yes.
Did detectives find any evidence of fentanyl in the home or the automobiles?
No.
Why did you seek through the warrants to collect Kouri Richins and Eric Richins' digital devices?
I wanted to see if there was a source for how they got the fentanyl, if he was texting or anything like that.
Or if she was?
Yes.
Did you seize Kouri Richins' white iPhone on that date?
Yes,
Did you also seize Eric Richins' iPhone?
I did.
On that date, was there a red truck at the home?
Yes.
Was there a brown truck at the home?
No.
Did you seize any THC products?
Yes.
Investigators primarily searching for information on both Kouri and Eric Richins' phones regarding where the fentanyl could have come from.
Yes.
Did investigators find information on either Kouri or Eric's phone about where the fentanyl came from?
No.
Was that search complicated by deletions in Kouri Richins' phone?
It was.
Is it fair to say that between waiting for state crime lab results, download results, and sifting through digital information, that from late spring of 2022 through the fall of 2022, that the investigation wasn't advancing very much?
Yeah, that's fair.
During that time, did the family's investigator, Todd Gabler, begin providing detectives with information that he was discovering through the course of his investigation?
He did.
Did he provide detectives with information to include some phone billing records from both Kouri and Eric Richins' phone?
Yes.
Did he also provide detectives with recorded interviews and interview written reports from his interviews of Kouri Richins' friends and Eric Richins' friends and other associates of the two of them?
Yes.
Was that information helpful in advancing your investigation?
It was.
Towards late 2022, did the information that Mr. Gabler was providing detectives start to accelerate your investigation?
Yes.
In March of 2023, did you transfer from serving as a detective to serving as the canine deputy?
Yes, I did.
How did that come about?
I'd been working to get a dog for years, and when the opportunity came and I was able to get that dog, that was something I really wanted to do.
Did Detective Jeff O'Driscoll then take over as the lead detective on this case?
Yes, he did.
Thank you. I don't have any further questions.
Ms. Nestor?
Yes, sir, thank you.
Yeah, yes.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
What's your title now?
Just deputy.
Deputy.
Yes.
I want to make sure I call you the right thing. Deputy Woody.
Yes.
We've met before, but it's nice to see you again.
Thank you.
All right, I have a few questions for you. So when you responded to the home, is it fair to say that before you walked in the door, as you told Mr. Bloodworth, you had reason to believe that could be a murder crime scene?
Yes.
Okay. And I know that you hadn't had many of those yet, but
Correct.
you've definitely responded to overdose calls, right?
I have.
Okay. So when you went in, and I don't even know if this is part of your typical death investigation, so if it's not, please advise me. But did you have any crime scene tape with you available?
I don't remember.
Did you put up any crime scene tape to keep people from disturbing a scene?
No. We had somebody posted at the bedroom door.
Right. And eventually that person left later in the morning.
Yes, he was switched out.
So there was no preservation of the scene as far as allowing CSI people to come in and do their thing, right?
Yes, they could come in and work that scene.
But they didn't.
The crime scene techs?
Yeah.
Yeah, they came in.
Okay. So who is it that you're referring to were the crime scene guys?
That would be Chelsea Gibson.
Okay.
And then we had somebody from the medical examiner's office as well.
Sure. Perfect. Other than Chelsea and the medical examiner person who we have heard testify in this trial, was there anybody else there helping you investigate the scene?
There was a patrol deputy.
Who was that?
I believe, I can't remember which officer it was.
Okay, that's fine. So between the four of you, the only area that you searched was the area immediately around the body and then the kitchen trash can, right?
The bathroom that was attached to the bedroom as well.
All right, did you have consent from Ms. Richins? Did she cooperate with you on that?
Yes, she cooperated.
And she gave you consent to search the kitchen?
Just the garbages, that's all we asked for.
That's all you asked for?
Yes.
All right. And you mentioned that she told you that she couldn't remember her housekeeper's name. Did you ultimately confirm that a housekeeper did come that day and clean the house?
I can't remember.
If I gave you the name Norma Garcia, does that refresh your memory?
No.
Okay. So you don't know if you ever confirmed that or not?
I can't remember. I don't recognize that name, though.
Did you or any of the other three search the large trash cans that were out in the back, in the garage?
No.
And did anybody search Mr. Richins' vehicles that night?
No, we didn't search any vehicles.
You did mention that when Mr. Bloodworth was talking to you that you did not see any evidence of drug use or paraphernalia. Is that right?
Correct.
But in fact, wasn't there an empty hydrocodone bottle seized from right next to Mr. Richins' bed?
There was.
And do you know what happened to that bottle?
We took some pictures, but I'm not sure if we took it or not.
You didn't put it in an evidence bag?
No.
You didn't swab it for the inside of it?
No, it was empty.
Do you know where it is to this day?
No.
You talked with Mr. Bloodworth about the fact that in order to go outside the immediate area of the body or anywhere else where you get consent, you'd have to go to a judge to get a warrant. Is that right?
Outside of the immediate area, yes.
Right. And nowadays, when I first started practicing law, this was different. This has changed in the many decades that I've been doing this. But now you can actually call a judge on the phone and get a warrant, can't you?
You can do an e-warrant.
Right. Over the email?
Yeah, online.
Okay. That did not exist when I started practicing law. So did anybody try to get an e-warrant that day to look anywhere else in the house?
We didn't really have any idea if there was a crime that was committed or not.
So even with all your experience and your training, there was nothing about that house that day that indicated to you it was a crime scene sufficient to even get a probable cause warrant?
Correct.
Okay. You also mentioned that you gathered some health records from Mr. Richins' sister, Katie.
I did.
And did you ever subpoena those same records from the actual doctor?
I can't remember.
So before you gave these records to the medical examiner, you can't say for sure if Katie removed any part of it or changed any part of it, or if they were actually accurate, valid records, can you?
I just read them to her over the phone, but yes, I gave her that information.
Okay. And Mr. Bloodworth talked to you about the search on April 13th of 2022. You were basically the person in charge of that search, right?
I don't know if I would say I was in charge. I don't have any rank, but yeah, I was there.
Okay. And when that search happened, is it totally fair to say Kouri Richins did not know that search was imminent?
Meaning she didn't know that it was going to happen?
Right.
I have no idea.
And as a matter of fact, she was seized and detained as she was driving away from her house, right?
She was.
And she was held in a police car while you guys did at least part of this search.
She was only held there till I could explain it to her.
So how long was she held in the police car until you could get to her and explain everything?
I believe they said it was 10 minutes.
Okay. And when you got there, you explained to her what you were doing, right?
Yes.
How would you, well, strike that. She was obviously very upset when you saw her.
Yes.
And is it fair to say that she was under the impression that this was related to them taking her house until you explained to her that it had to do with Eric's death?
I don't remember that.
You don't remember her talking about, is this them trying to take my house?
I don't remember her saying that.
Okay. But either way, you told her that day, hey, Eric died of fentanyl. And that was in April.
Yes.
So just over a month after his death, she knew that you all believed he died of a fentanyl overdose, correct?
Yes.
All right. Have you reviewed the website searches that the states tried to put into evidence in this case?
No.
Okay, no worries. To your knowledge, did any of your 4 team members on the day of the death go downstairs or upstairs?
Not to my knowledge.
When Ms. Richins told you on the day of the death, when you first responded, that she had come back to the bed and found that her husband was cold to the touch, did you ask her if she went anywhere else in the house before she laid down?
I don't remember.
Did you ask her if she went to the bathroom?
I don't think I asked that specifically.
And I know you like dogs. Did you notice there was a dog in the house?
They must have had it put up when I was there, because I never saw it.
Did you ask her if she let the dog out before she went to bed?
I didn't even know there was a dog.
Did you ask her if she went to the kitchen and got a glass of water?
Nope.
To this day, did anyone, to your knowledge, when you told, well, strike all that. I think you've already testified to that. You did mention that you went through everybody's phones, is that right? Or Eric's and Kouri's phones?
Yes, we did downloads.
To what extent did you look through Eric's phones?
I mean, there was a couple of investigators just trying to figure out what it all meant. It was all pretty confusing.
So what exactly did you look at in Eric's phone?
Your Honor, objection foundation, I think there's a disconnect between you and investigators and who was in the phone.
Would you lay a little foundation
Sure.
for whether this person ever looked through the phone?
And this may be my fault. I thought you testified that you were looking through the phones. It wasn't you personally?
I looked through some of the downloads at some point, yes.
Like the Celebrite downloads? Or what type of downloads?
They would have been like call records, call logs.
And those are the ones you got from Investigator Gabler?
Yes.
Okay. So you never actually looked through the guts of what was in the phone?
No.
Perfect. That was my mistake. Thank you for clarifying that. How often were you talking to Investigator Gabler during the time you were on the case?
He would send emails sporadically throughout the case while I was there.
And how often were you talking to members of the Eric Richins family?
They emailed me pretty frequently, but I can't give you a number.
Do you recall about a week or so after Eric's death, Katie Benson sending you a multi-page timeline of everything suspicious she believed Kouri had ever done in their lifetime?
She did send a timeline at some point.
Going back years?
I'd have to look at it again. I can't remember.
Okay. Do you remember, as part of this investigation, did you do any investigation into whether or not in Summit County there were reports of fentanyl being found inside marijuana?
No.
Are you aware that a few months after Eric's death, an individual was arrested and charged with selling marijuana laced with fentanyl?
Objection, Your Honor, foundation.
I'm asking if she's aware.
Yeah, the hypothetical needs some foundation.
Do you recall a case that, actually, Katie, can you bring up, just a minute, Your Honor, let me get the number. TG1. Yeah, TG1. Just for the witness only, Your Honor.
Yep.
Can you go to the last page and see who signed it? Go back.
Counsel, would you approach for a minute?
Yes, Your Honor. Okay.
We may need to go back to page 1.
We will.
Okay.
It may have to be page 2, Your Honor. I'm not sure page 1 will refresh your recollection.
Take control, please.
Do you recognize the document that's in front of you?
No.
Are you, okay, then that's fair, take that down. Did you ever provide to Investigator Gabler, the private investigator, reports from cases where people were being arrested for dealing fentanyl in Summit County?
That doesn't sound familiar.
So that if he got those, they did not come from you?
I don't believe so. That doesn't sound familiar.
Totally fair. Did you know that Kouri Richins was represented by an attorney shortly around the time that you did the search on April 13th?
Objection, Your Honor.
Relevance?
Relevance, yeah.
Sustained.
When you had the conversation with Kouri on the day of the search on April 13th and you told her that Eric had, in your opinion, died of a fentanyl overdose, had she been trying to set up with you that week a meeting with her and her attorney?
Objection, Your Honor. Can we approach?
Yeah.